Incredible. This is Chris Chan, A Comprehensive History, Part 29 by GenoSamuel2.1. What made him this way?
What made him this way?
Her. Excuse me.
What is the attraction?
Her tits? I don't know. That's inappropriate.
What keeps us fascinated?
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Very inappropriate.
This is the story of Chris Chan.
Christian. Woo! Lots of fun. Christian Chandler from Friends.
On the 4th of July, 2010, a person living in Charlottesville who knew of Christian went to McIntyre Park to observe the Independence Day.
Why is everything in Charlottesville always so bad?
A celebratory firework display. He happened to see Chris there as well and watched him closely. According to the witness, Chris did not wear anything distinct, nor was he wearing his Sonichi medallion.
Whoa, where's his powers?
He would take out his Nintendo DSi and presumably get a better look at people around him through the DSi's built-in camera and a fixed zoom lens.
There's an actual zoom lens for the DSi? Is that like real? That's the most interesting news I've heard today.
He was then seen carrying out a task reminiscent of his Red String of Fate ploy. The witness noted his observations. I saw him scribble on something, wrap it around what I think he picked up was a rock, and threw it at this woman. I don't think it hit her, but she seemed startled. She picked up whatever he threw, opened up the paper he had written on, looked at him, and shook her head. She then turned and went on her way. 2 days later, Christian resumed emailing.
Wait, so he threw a piece of paper at her to hit on her? That is very interesting. That's very childish, but of course it's Chris, so we understand. Hey, at least he's shooting a shot. Most of you guys are virgins and don't do any of that stuff, so.
Becky, exposing his true emotions.
Oh, dude, so why would you say that? Holy Jesus, that's so fucked up. Somebody says Charlottesville was cursed, and obviously. Oh my god, you're such a piece of shit, honestly. Chris Chan cursed Charlottesville. That's horrible.
I'm doing okay. I get lonely sometimes. The whole not having a girlfriend thing and whatnot.
True.
And I've gone out and try again to meet new people, but I still get held back with fear of rejection keeping me from approaching women. And I still have my mental hang-ups against the majority of the male population. The trolls were not much help either. I have few friends/acquaintances in real life, and I refuse to start any new relationships over the internet. I feel paranoia over that as well. Without my need to see a far distance glasses, I know that I have a handsome face. If there really are any single women in Seaville, I feel they would have seen me and at least say hey. But I'm constantly...
Well, this is the thing, is that, like, he's not, like... So, from a pure looks perspective, he's not that bad looking. It's the problem is like, his awkwardness, the fact that he won't talk to other people with disabilities, the fact that he doesn't seem to shower very much. He's kind of... seemingly a bit disrespectful from a dating perspective. You know, those are the core issues, Chris. Okay? Those are the core issues.
You noticed in public. It makes me feel sad knowing that I am invisible even in the mass public events I've been hanging around in, such as the local Fridays after 5. Obviously, I need people to come to me and they make first contact, because even with my drunken word vomit shouts, I'm still invisible. My adult life sucks.
True.
Jackie sympathized with him and informed him that she will be visiting Charlottesville in August and wanted to arrange a meetup. Chris suggested that they meet either at the Fashion Square or the downtown mall.
Okay.
On July 9th, the person who spotted Chris at McIntyre Park on Independence Day saw him again at Fridays after 5. This time, he had taken the DSi zoom lens off his device and was using it as a telescope to look at other people. He also had this habit of taking off and putting on his sunglasses within seconds of each other. It seemed like he paid more attention to what was going on around him than what was happening at the concert. At one point, I noticed a girl, who looked like she was probably still in high school, jump up on the ledge beside Chris to join a group of friends who happened to be stationed behind the man baby. In the process, Chris turned to her, and it looked like he said something to her, because immediately her facial expression changed from a legit happy one to a forced smile one. She joined up with her friends, and they immediately huddled up together, whispering about something. At the same time,
why do you gotta throw in that, like, she might be a high schooler? Like, it sounds like, I don't know what the interaction was, but, like, I mean, I don't think Chris would talk to a child or somebody he thinks he's a kid at the very, you know what I mean? Like, he seems pretty open about, like, I want somebody that's 21 plus or 18 plus originally. Now he changed it to 21. Now he's getting older, but okay.
They all looked up at Chris and laughed. I can only imagine what he had said to the poor girl. A few moments later, one of the guys in the group picked up his...
He probably said, excuse me, you're in my way, or something like fucking dumb. Or maybe he tried to hit on her, I don't know.
Cell phone and snapped a picture of Chris from behind. Maybe he's aware of who Chris is and will share his story somewhere. At that point, whether or not Chris realized they were making fun of him, he picked up his stuff and switched seating spots. The person managed to take a photo of Chris sitting on the grass. He was snapped carrying 3 Pokewalkers with him, which are Pokemon accessories that allow players to gain experience and catch other Pokemon the more they walk. He also seems
Wait,
to be holding...
what is that? I want that. Is that a real thing? How does it work? Explain that to me. Pokewalker. Okay.
folded piece of paper.
He probably asked her if she was 18 immediately. Oh my god. You're probably correct, though, honestly. He's about to catch himself a wife. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Go get it, Christopher. Christian Weston Chandler. Get it. Get it, brother.
2 days later, as Jenkins Jinkies, Chris asked Clyde Cash on the Quickie about the prostitutes that were called to his house in March 2009, inquiring about the agency to which they belonged, hinting at wanting to call them up himself. Clyde failed to divulge any relevant information and proceeded to state how weak and weak-willed Chris was. On July 13th, Jenkins Jinkies advertised Chris's new Mod Nation Racers custom-made racetrack on the Quickie. He has his beta track up, as well as some actually neatly created Hot Wheels vehicles. He locked a couple of them. The man-child must have favorited those 2 cars from his collection. Lol, his track is lengthy and confusing, but I managed to run some laps on it. And he added a good version of the park with a fountain and a beach. Download his beta quick fill track for the laughs of using the defaulted beta tools. On July 15th, Christian went to TGI Fridays for a meal and some drinks. Damn. He recalled his experience to an online gal pal portrayed by Kim Wilson. I went out to Fridays for a drink Thursday evening. Made 2 new friends. A 22-year-old pretty woman who's going through a...
What? I went out to Fridays for a drink. Okay. I got a little confused because, you know, the name of the restaurant is Fridays, and yet they went on a Thursday. I think that's illegal, but apparently not enforceable. But okay.
Divorced currently, Lucky, and her best male
Am
friend.
I Liquid Chris? I gotta work on my Christian Weston Chandler impersonation a little bit. Maybe. Could be. You never know.
I also made a friendship with the owner of...
I first transitioned into a woman, then back into a man. So I'm a trans man. Incredible.
Fridays. I got a bit loud in the main drunk part, but she was a nice woman. The next day, Chris once again attended Fridays after 5. He was seen by a different troll who made an account of what he saw. He was wearing a bright orange sleeveless shirt with what looked like a beer logo on the back and holding a Budweiser aluminum bottle, a little mini fan made to look like an iPod, and a hula hoop for some reason. Most importantly, he had a sort of basic attraction sign with him. Nothing elaborate or directly sexual, but it said something like friendly and flirty man zone or something similar to that, and with more smaller text under that I couldn't make out.
Based.
He apparently made himself aware to Chris directly, but nothing came of their interaction. Christian later wrote about the encounter himself in an email to Jackie. I should have gone after him in pursuit, but the only plan I had programmed in my head in response is take their picture with my DSI. I have reprogrammed my mind to pursue after lure, yell for a policeman, and have him arrested for taking photographs at the pavilion during Fridays after 5. On their triangular red column, they have a rules list, which includes no cameras or videotaping are permitted. I am positive I'll lure out the same guy from last Friday. I only got a brief look at his face, but I am positive I'd recognize him on future sight. He also informed her about his Jenkins Jinkies alias, and was convinced that the trolls did not suspect him to be Chris at all. In response, Jackie told him that she thought the same, and directed his attention to a message left by Quickie user K9, in which he invited Jinkies to join the so-called inner circle of the trolls, which would apparently allow him access to the administrator passwords for Encyclopedia Dramatica and the Quickie. In addition, Clyde Cash and the inner circle claimed that they needed Jenkins Jinkies' help with their next trolling endeavor, which involved getting Christian's PlayStation 3 taken away from him to pay off his credit card debts. As part of the application process to join the inner circle, he would have to make a video stating why he hated Christian and give an account of his past trolling adventures. In the event that Chris himself might find the video, Jinkies was permitted to cover his face to protect...
Wait, are we saying that there is an underground secret society of Christian trolls? Is that what we're talking about right now? Bro, how is this not getting psychotic to a point of, like, obsession for these trolls? This is insane. Like, I can't be the only one who thinks that, right? That's unhinged.
His identity. Christian later showed the Jenkins Jinkies talk page to his church's reverend, Elizabeth Voss, and his pastoral counselor, Rocky Shoemaker, who intended to forward the contents of the troll's plot to a detective at their local police department. On July 22nd, Jackie emailed Chris after she had allegedly infiltrated the inner troll's private IRC conversation and linked to him a record of their chat. She urged him to make the introduction video and ruin the troll's plans from the inside, emphasizing that clearing this baggage would ease both of their minds so they could confidently start a relationship together. 2 days later, Christian found a way to get back onto Flipnote Hatina by unlinking his old banned account from his Nintendo DSi and created a new account in its place with the name Christian C and re-uploaded all of his previous Flipnotes. 2 days later, all of his animations that were previously flagged and banned had disappeared from his account. He soon after re-uploaded them again and for some reason were not taken down.
Okay.
On July 26th, Christian went to his local Goodwill store to film his Jenkins Jinkies video. He attempted to disguise himself by placing a blue t-shirt over his head and altering his voice, though his sports bra could be clearly seen through his clothing.
2 for Clyde Cash, and yours on the Quickie. I hate Christian Weston.
I can't with this. This is so embarrassing. Bro, I don't even know. How do you, like, even respond to what's happening right now? This is insane. Chris really thinks that this is, like, convincing. And that's the most, like, that's the most insane part here. Is Chris actually thinks, like, you know what, this is, I'm doing a really good job right now of being convincing. Oh my god. Okay.
Trevor, because he is a lazy slob. The money is wasted on him. He doesn't have to work for this money. Damn him. But also, he is unfriendly to us males. He should be friendly to his males. It really ticks me off.
He's unfriendly to us males.
Anyway, I have been touring him. I sent him nice emails in the beginning when I started reading the comics. And then he did not reply, so that I sent him a bunch of curses. I did not pretend to be.
He sent him a bunch of curses. What do you mean, like a bunch of curses? Yamayas? Is that what you're? Is that what he's referring to right now? Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. This is ridiculous, but this is so fucking
A whole bunch
stupid.
of other companies like such. Obviously, delete my emails, but that's beside the point.
Okay.
Anyway, I pledge my allegiance to Gold Cash and everybody else in the quickie. I'll get the information on Christian Western Chamber. I'm sorry I have been taking so long to do this, but I was just getting settled into my new home across the street from his house.
Okay.
Black sheep of the family. They live in the house, and they promised not to tell my family back up in Boston. And of course, you know, also I have trolled him. I found him over at the Burger King on the way back to Boston from South Virginia, as I had created the famous Burger King page. Thank you very much, Clyde Cash, you rule.
Thank you very much, Clyde Cash, you rule.
The following day, the official forum for the Inner Circle of Trolls, Trolling Train, was created, and Jenkins Jinkies was invited to join. He soon made his first post on the forum, introducing himself and offering an elaborate backstory.
Weird.
Establishing his upbringing. My real name is Junior Jenkins. Scooby-Doo was the inspiration behind the Jinkies. LOL! I had a birthday recently on the 16th of July, so now I'm 15.
lol.
I couldn't celebrate it with my friends like I would have wanted to, because I was hitchhiking my way to Ruckersville from Boston.
Wait, hold on.
Scooby-Doo was the inspiration behind the Jinkies. LOL! I had a birthday recently on the 16th of July, so now I'm 15.
Wait, so okay. Correct me. I'm really trying to understand this story because this cannot be real. Is Chris pretending to be a 15-year-old person that moved from Boston to outside of his house to infiltrate the trolls? Why would he choose 15 years old? Why would that be the age that he choose? This doesn't make any sense. Does he not realize he can't even pass as a 15-year-old? This is incredible. I truly mean that in every sense of the word. Oh. Wow. Okay.
I couldn't celebrate it with my friends like I would have wanted to, because I was hitchhiking my way to Ruckersville from Boston. I'm crashing at a house where I have some relatives there. They're the fucking black sheep of the family, and they're not close within the same house. It is cool, because they won't rat me out to my parents and siblings, like I need another damn minute with those assholes who overlook me. And the better part, their house is across the street from Chrissy's house. Sadly though, the blinds to his bedroom are always closed, but I still get some sights of him and the family out of their house. I've arrived at my new home a few days ago on the 20th. I'll be spending my sophomore year and so on in Greene County's high school. I promised I'd write to my gal back in Boston, but what happens here she
Young
doesn't
at
have
heart,
to know.
yeah.
I'll have to make some new friends come September, but I'll be cool. I'm a stud. I'll also miss my favorite duo of dudes, Jerry and Dino. They taught me the ropes of high school life.
Who the
They
fuck
both
are
were
these
16.
characters he's
I looked up to
creating?
them, like I would have for my older sister if she wasn't such a fucking cunt. They were a gay couple, and they respected me as a friend only. I made it my final realization I was not gay with the help of Jerry and my girlfriend, Lisa. Sweet little whore took me in with gratitude on my 14th birthday.
Oh
She had a
my
few
God.
exes from middle school, and her mom was a bondage queen. Before then, I had a gay experience in summer camp when I was 7. My bunkmates were experimenting, and made me their mofo unwilling guinea pig. I was blindfolded during the whole thing, feeling an 8-year-old's dick up my ass. I was not thrilled from the ordeal. But last January, I became curious from the recalling of the feeling, so I asked Jerry to show me a night. At first it was neutral, then he made out with me. His breath was minty with a hint of garlic from something he ate.
This is him? Dude, I have to be wrong. I must have missed something. This is him talking right now? This is the troll character. How do I believe this? I don't understand what's happening right now. Why is he constructing this elaborate I had a gay experience thing? What is happening here? I don't understand it. What do I want for dinner, babe? I have no idea. I kind of want pizza. Is that what you want?
It was cool with me. Then he told me to suck his dick, and I did. The taste and sight did not thrill me, and he sucked mine. He got a rise out of me, but then I started to feel uneasy. It was minor at first, and I promised myself I'd see this through. Finally, he was in me doggy style. As he humped me, I was feeling it both in my penis and in my gut, worsening as he went on, and
This cannot be real. Bro, come on. In his gut? Same? What the fuck?
eventually, I embarrassed myself grossly. I came and fucking threw up simultaneously. Jerry had not
What? How did you... Why would you... It sounds like you came. It sounds like you enjoyed it. Even if you were, like, horrified by the experience. I mean... I don't know. I mean, this is a conversation about, like, the way that, like, sexual assault can manifest itself. Because, like, some people do orgasm when they're sexually assaulted. I know that's, like, a really harsh thing to talk about. But it does happen. So I guess maybe that could potentially be it. I don't know. I truly don't know what to say. I'm very uncomfortable as well, yeah.
come yet himself, and out of respect, he withdrew himself and asked me if I was okay. He cleaned me and my mess on his floor up. I felt so damn ashamed, but Jerry was kind and understanding to me. And it was then I confirmed it for myself that I was not gay, and Jerry and Dino agreed with me. So with that, I was able to move forward feeling more confident in my orientation. Anyway, after moving here, I've studied the times of exit and entries from the Chandler Chateau, looking for a pattern. There was definitely one with Robert, morning for breakfast at BK, and afternoon outings to IDK wear. Barbara appears to come out mostly either in the afternoon or night, sometimes in the mornings. And Chris has no set pattern as far as I can tell yet, but I'll post new stuff as I learn them, some with hopefully embarrassing photographs of Chris as I learn and take. Smell you later, Junior Jenkins Jinkies. Christian wrote to Jackie about his Jinkies escapades, and since she learned of the troll persona's sexual antics, she asked of Chris's fantasies, revealing that she was keen on experiencing anal sex. I've had the question of sexual fantasies posed to me before, and there are a few. One is having sex in a swimming pool, to emulate a dream I had of being lost in a water-filled labyrinth where I was intercepted by a woman, and we made out and had sex. I'm game for anal sex, as long as you're my partner, and you wore a strap-on or used a butt plug in me, as long as it is not penis-shaped. I also would like oral sex, swing set, pole dancing, me.
Do you think that experience for that person made him shove the thing up his butt, made him kind of gay? Or, not kind of gay, but like enjoy things in his butt? I wonder.
You, or both at once, three-way, with two women, roleplay, and others I can't remember right now. Feel free to suggest other sex play topics, and I'll let you know if it's cool with me or not. It's no problem, we're not having sex yet, so we can talk about it freely. You and I are close, metaphorically, until we meet in person when we'll be a lot closer. Semicolon close parentheses. You turn me on with your kindness and understanding, and your pretty self adds well to it. I want to kiss you, Jackie. For now, it's a compliment, but don't hold back when after we hang out for a while and you want to kiss me too. In a later email, Chris complained that due to his parents' ages, they were too overprotective of him, so he felt that having a girlfriend would allow him to stay away from his parents' reach for longer. He also elaborated on his SSDI payments, or what he dubbed the tugboat. I use the term tugboat in reference to the expression, our ship has come in, which is in reference to a huge amount of money coming your way. The ship is defined normally as a luxury cruise ship, yet it can either come in without trouble, or more likely sink and fail. A tugboat is more reliable, and it comes in at a scheduled time per trip. A tugboat is less likely to sink, because it is built more durably than a cruise ship. And that is why I call my monthly SSI income my monthly tugboat. He revealed that out of his monthly income of $820, he paid $480 to Bob for rent, and another $100 to help pay off his credit card debts. Out of the remaining $240, which he was free to use as he wished, $17 went to game rental service GameFly, $11 to movie and TV streaming service Netflix, $50.
Damn, I forgot about GameFly. I tried that, but you know what? Blockbuster was always so much better. I really wish that like Blockbuster was still around because I think that there was like a market desire for it. What's so interesting is that Blockbuster went out of business because of Redbox. If you even remember that, like very briefly, and then Netflix put them out of business because they like evolved better. Isn't it fucking crazy all the shit going on, dude? It's fucking nuts how like technology's crazy, bro. You know, technology is just crazy. I don't know why I'm farming so much, because I don't really need the farm, because the game's already over, but I am. Cool stuff, I don't know. Yeah, man, you know what the Blockbuster needed to do? They need to make themselves a destination. Honestly, like, that's the whole thing. A lot of places, if you want to stay relevant, you have to become a destination. You have to be a place where people like want to go to.
To pay off a new credit card, which he received without informing his parents, and he bought himself a new PlayStation Network gift card worth $50 every month. In addition, he let her know that he applied for
$50 a month in game. That's crazy. well, I don't even spend that much money on games, and it's my job to play games. Like I don't, I don't play any money on anything except for porn. I'm just kidding. Holy fuck, that's crazy.
Time job at his local Walmart, which would allow him to make extra money while keeping his tugboat intact. Jackie instead insisted that he push for a full-time position and get rid of his tugboat altogether. She greatly emphasized that he had no need to possess the over 400 games he had across all of his consoles, and strongly suggested that he sell them. He was shocked at her harsh tone, but appreciated how concerned she was about his living situation. Listening to her advice, in early August, Christian traded in 18 games at the game retailer GameStop in exchange for $50 store credit.
I'm about to say, how much did you get for $50 for 18 games? That's nothing.
She set aside to reserve the upcoming game, Little Big Planet 2, Collector's Edition. Upon hearing this, Jackie was understandably upset with him, since he failed to understand that the reason for cashing in his games was an attempt to kick his gaming addiction. Chris stated that he intended to sell more games for cash later on.
Okay.
On August 3rd, Trolls attempted to drain his savings account. The payment was rejected, but nevertheless, Chris had to pay $35 as a return fee. He then found the courage to inform his parents about his secret credit card.
Why would he have to pay that as like a return fee? That sounds weird.
Inform my mother about the credit card first. She's more calm than Dad is. I've asked her to relay the news to him. I feel if I do it myself right off, he'll not only get super angry and raise his voice to loud shouts, but it would just put me into a state where I may as well be lying cowardly on the floor in the fetal position. This way, he gets his anger out into the air only. Mom will leave the room during the time, and he'll have time to recover and calm down before confronting me about it, not as loudly. My father's currently monitoring my bank account. He asks for a bi-daily printout of the current online statement information and any pending transactions. Your suggestions of having him lock up my console for a week and such have been noted into my memory. I'm not saying it is a bad idea, I'm just not comfortable with it. Bob took extra measures to manage Christian's spending habits, which Chris mistook for a scheme to outsmart the trolls. Christian then pawned off another 36 games for a return of $42, of which 10 he deposited into his bank, and the rest he kept for himself, outside of Bob's sphere of influence.
Okay.
Jackie then encouraged Chris to draw them having sex together in a very specific scenario. You know you described your fantasy about having sex in the pool in the guy's locker room? I'd love to make it a reality. Can you show me a preview by drawing us together in a pool? We would just be tearing at each other, but then we'd get caught. A bunch of guys come in surrounding the pool and just stare at us, but we're so enamored with each other, making such passionate love, that we just don't care and we keep going, and then all the guys get turned on by watching us and they start jacking themselves off into the pool. Circle jerking is such a huge fantasy of mine. Do you think you could draw something like that for me? Oh Chris, I'm so hot right now. I feel like I could squirt. I look forward to hearing from you. Chris.
There's no way that he does this, right? There's no way he draws them fucking while a bunch of guys come all over them, right?
Showed great hesitation to complete the drawing.
No kidding.
Mostly due to the request of having to include masturbating men.
Yes.
On August 10th, Alec Benson Leary called the Chandler household, posing as fictitious Gameplace employee Matthew Nobles.
Hello, is this Robert Chandler?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Matthew Nobles. I think you just tried to call me back. I left you a message.
Yes. What's your problem?
Well, actually, I wanted to talk to you about something. I'm an employee at the Game Place.
This sounds like Asperchew. Am I wrong about that? Is this the same Asperchew guy? Mitch Sonic Chew? Is that who this is?
I apologize for calling you so long after the incident occurred, but given your son's continued harassment of our store, I felt we needed to speak to you.
Place now. Is this place downtown? By the Omni?
Correct.
Okay. What's the problem?
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the little incident your son, Christian, had when he came to our store early in June.
I didn't know he
when he
came to
attempted
the
to
store
get...
early in June.
Oh, you were unaware?
I knew that he had a lot of problems with you people several years ago.
Well,
when you
what
basically
happened was...
kicked him out and everything else for no reason of his own. And his mother and everybody else. I don't really like your place. Now, I didn't know he'd been there in June. Now, tell me about
But people told me that the reason that it happened was Chris was like hogging up the place. He didn't really shower, so he smelled. He was like mean, rude. He was kind of racist as well. I think those are all the things. That's why they got him out of there. Maybe the guy just made it up so that because he didn't like somebody with autism being there. I don't really know, but
this.
Well, basically what happened was he came in, he wanted to speak to our manager, Mike, about getting himself unbanned. Mike refused to speak with him about the matter.
That threw him out. Mike's been persecuting him for years, and I don't like Mike. This whole thing was
sir, the point is
at the very beginning with my son. Now, I didn't like it then, and I still don't like it. Now, what happened in June?
Sir, well, after he left, when he couldn't get himself unbanned, he came back several days later and was taking pictures of people in the store.
Well, that's not illegal.
One of the patrons... Some people felt that he was threatening them, to be honest. Mike was there, and he became angry and called the police because your son was trespassing.
Well, he hadn't told him
Yeah.
he didn't come in there. It's a business place. Now, Mike and Megan are the ones that conspired together with a couple of other people, kids there I think were gay, to persecute and torment Christian for years.
What? What? With other kids that he thinks are gay? Oh my God.
Okay,
Oh,
I don't like
incredible.
Mike. I'd like to talk to the owner of the store. I could really feel him about the people he employs there. Okay, I could tell
Sir.
him a lot.
What, they're
Well,
gay?
regardless of that, sir, I don't know about any of that. All I know is
Well,
that your son
regardless
was
of that,
banned
that
from the
all
store and he
figures into this
trespassed.
stuff. It certainly should.
Sir, I called to inform you that even though the police came and made your son sign a trespassing notice, that he continued to harass our store online.
People are harassing him from all over the world. Let me tell you something, fella. You know what some damn crazy
Fella?
fools that I think started at your store with Megan and Mike and 2 or 3 more? You know what they just did a week ago? They just broke into his checking account, got his checking account numbers and routing numbers. They broke into his Best Buy MasterCard number, and they stole his ID and all of his password information. They went into that Best Buy checking account, trying to ruin his credit, and made a payoff on a check that had no funds in the checking account,
no, it's not.
which got him a whole bunch of, of non-sufficient fund fees. Now, this all transpired a week ago. Now, I'm not going to listen to your petty stuff, okay? You have people, including Mike, and I could tell you 2 more names, but I can't think of them right now, but the third one is Megan, and I'm sure you've heard of Megan or know Megan right there in the store.
I've heard about Megan.
Yeah,
Sir, I don't
well,
understand.
they're
why
the
you're not
people that are
concerned about your son
terrorizing
trespassing.
Christian. They're the people that are terrorizing Christian, okay?
Sir, the game place didn't break into his bank accounts. I don't know why you're telling me about this.
Well, we think that people that come to your place do, and including one of your employees named
We
Mike.
don't control all our customers.
Now, if you would like to have me
Well-
talk to your owner, I would be glad to, and my wife would be glad to go to a meeting with him about your place and how it's corrupting the whole neighborhood.
I kind of
Oh,
doubt that Mike
still.
himself is the guy who broke into your son's account. Sir, your son was banned from the store, and
Fine,
he
send us
came
a
back
letter.
and
Send us a
told me
letter.
to ban him.
Send me a letter, sir. Okay? I don't know who you are. Do you work for the store?
Well, I know that. Yes, I
Do
do.
you
sir.
work for the store? Okay. What is your position at the game place?
I'm an employee there, sir. I'm a supervisor.
Now, will you tell me the owner's name, or do I have to subpoena it?
Sir,
Subpoena it.
look,
Oh,
I'm
God.
honestly, I'm getting a little tired of this, sir. I just called to inform you that your son
Well,
trespassed.
sir,
and
I'm
he's
getting a
being
little
harassed.
tired of your place. Okay? I don't want to be harassed by
Fair
your
enough.
place. You
We
left
don't
me
like
a
your son harassing us.
threatening message. How do you spell your last
Nobles,
name?
N-O. Sir, I feel that it was irresponsible of us not to inform Christian's parents. That's what I called, to inform you about his trespassing.
Well, just wait a minute.
I wasn't there the initial time years ago when he was banned, sir. All I know is I was there.
N-O-B-E-L or N-O-B-L-E?
Sir,
Sir, how do you
I'm-
spell your last name?
you've been yelling at me this entire time, sir. I don't feel like, frankly, giving you my
Just
name.
spell your name and I won't yell at you.
That's
Oh
a
my God.
rather silly requirement, sir.
He's not yelling
I'm
at
just
you.
trying to talk. I left you.
Spell your last
He has been
name. Spell your last name.
It's just so weird. Like, you guys are so obsessed. Oh, I just lost the thing. You guys are, like, so obsessed with this guy that you're, like... I don't get it. I really just don't get, like, how you're this fucking obsessed with the guy. Where you're doing shit like this. Where you're, like, in the store. And smile your last name. Why? Why are you so fucking weird? Like, why are you calling... It's like... It's so bizarre. Like, the trolling is, like, way too far.
Hey, who are you?
I've already given my name. I'm
You have not? What is your first name? Noble is his last name. I don't know how he spells it. What is it you want? Because it sounds like you're looking to try to harass us and get something out of us, and we don't want nothing to do with you. Because I don't know whether you work at the game place or not. I can't see you. I'm not down there.
True.
And you're
3 days later,
Did it just end there? Is that the end of the conversation? Okay.
a brief article about Christian Chandler was written on Wikipedia. The following day, it was slated for deletion and was removed from the site the same day. On August 20th, Chris sent Jackie his drawing of the 2 of them having sex in a swimming pool, with no sign of him showing intention of drawing her fantasy consisting of men masturbating to the pair.
Wow.
He also introduced to her his
What a great
intentions of
picture.
forcing into fruition a 10-year reunion of his high school class. I'm going to really push for my Manchester High School class of 2000 reunion today and this week. I'm going to get in contact with the principal, same dude, thank God, and insist on getting the person who put together the senior prom to put the promised reunion together. I know it was promised, because at the end of the slideshow they had at the prom, it had a huge message stating, "See you at the reunion in 10 years." I'm no longer going to take the insubordination and belaboring to no promise keeping sitting down anymore. Jackie encouraged him to organize the reunion himself, since he had a lot of free time. Chris declined the offer for he had no experience in dealing with such things and was not confident in his leadership abilities.
I guess that's fair.
Jackie then suggested that he film a video bringing attention to the reunion and asking for help, with a first draft solely meant for her so that she could critique it and instruct him how to make a better video meant for public viewing. On August 22nd, encouraged by Bob, Christian returned to the trolling train forum as Jenkins Jinkies, giving a falsified account of a recent trolling.
Encouraged by Bob? So the parents... Wait, did the parents think this was a good idea for him to, like, try to troll the trolls? Is that a real thing? That's fucking psychotic and dumb. Like, how are you going to expect this guy to... It's like an entire trolling infrastructure. I would just say, like, Chris, stop engaging in general with them. That would be my advice. Oh my god. What the fuck?
I made a call to their house and pretended to be a fan of Sonichu. Bob was bored, I guess, and he talked to me. After mentioning the trolls, Bob said to me, "Sissies that hide behind screen names and the internet are the biggest bunch of cowards and the scum of the earth. They're afraid to come out one-on-one, face-to-face. They would hide behind their mother's skirts." Then he directed to one of our own he found out somehow. "Females are the worst, such as Miranda Enjoy the Big Pickle Cosgrove. That surprised me greatly, but in defense for you, Miranda, Bob would be of no match against you." Then Bobby said, "Meet me in person at Burger King in Ruckersville any day, between 9:30 and 10:30 a.m., and I will talk to you and your friends and answer your questions. Christian and I are not afraid and have nothing to hide. We are simple and above board." We chatted some more, and then he hung up. On August 24th, Chris made and then sent his prototype video addressing his high school reunion to Jackie. She reviewed it, and then sent some critiques to him via email. She suggested...
Hold on. Wow, see, he doesn't look too bad there, you know? Like, I feel like if he could have... He's not a terrible-looking guy. Or he wasn't, I guess, at that point. You know? Like, he could have done a lot better for himself.
His high school reunion to Jackie. She reviewed it, and then sent some critiques to him via email. She suggested that he exaggerate his physical gestures and facial expressions to help make his appeal more emotive. She also advised him to address the trolls directly, since they would probably be watching his video anyway, and have him gleefully announce that they would not get to him. Finally, Jackie asked Chris to use the Sonichu comics as a way to reconnect with his former classmates. He agreed to follow her suggestions and make a new video. In addition, he revealed that he sent a letter to Sony, linking to the trolling train and their nefarious schemes to plant viruses on games and downloadable content that Chris might purchase. After trolls found out about it, some members of the forum apparently got scared by Christian. Jenkins Jinkies contributed to the discussion. "Chris found this forum? I agree with you, Miranda. What if Chris doesn't download our virus at all? He's reading our plans. He may just boycott downloading anything new from Mod Nation or Little Fuck Planet. And even if Sony doesn't read what he wrote, they are aware of our shit as well. I tell ya, he ain't hiding. He's snitching on us for the fucking good of every lazy fuck on the PSN. Antiviruses can be put into any next update now."
Is this is supposed to be Chris? Why? I feel like that's not just it makes sense that Bob is apparently involved, because Chris, I just feel like, couldn't construct sentences like this. But maybe I guess I could be wrong.
"Chris may come out of hiding and make a video to put the close on our fucking repeated death rumor. And I've noticed something else. With my laptop, I managed to use a bit of his Wi-Fi. It goes all around his yard. It disappears nightly and sometimes daily. He's unplugging his internet, keeping us out. I have to hand it to him. He makes it frustrating to troll him. It's like we have to pay airfare or hitchhike dangerously and do it old-fashioned with accordion cameras and shit like that." Christian then read about a plot in which trolls plan to dig his dog Patty out of her grave in the Chandler's backyard.
My God.
Jinkies then chimed in, quelling the trollsome cravings. "I personally took a closer look at Patty's grave. It is harder to break into than Fort fucking Knox. The body is buried deep underground with cement blocks covering the site. And her heavy doghouse is on top of those cement blocks. I wouldn't be surprised if they cemented her grave as well. Also..."
That's dude, that plan is really fucked up. I'm assuming they're making it because they know this is Chris. But Jesus Christ. Why would you're gonna try to dig out the dead fucking dog? Come on, bro. That's just fucking way too far. Jesus Christ.
"The site is heavily surrounded by trees and heavy branches. It's like deepest in the mine shaft with cave-ins happening all the time." Thinking that this revelation wasn't enough to dissuade the trolls from canine grave robbing, Jinkies posted another story in which he went back to the Chandler's estate in the middle of the night and was threatened by the ghosts of an 8-year-old Christopher Weston Chandler and Patty the dog, believing
Really?
The trolls
I had to have misheard this. Hold on.
dissuade the trolls from canine grave robbing. Jinkies posted another story in which he went back to the Chandler's estate in the middle of the night and was threatened by the ghosts of an 8-year-old Christopher Weston Chandler and Patty the dog, believing...
Incredible. Simply incredible. Okay.
The trolls would be wary of approaching his house if they thought it was haunted. On August 27th, Chris published his refined video asking for a high school reunion, his first official YouTube video in nearly 3 months.
am well known on the internet, sadly. I'm Christian Weston Chandler of Rocketsville, Virginia. I was a Manchester High School student, graduated class of 2000. And I am looking into having the reunion, or putting it together, because I have not heard from anyone about it, not even from the principal of Manchester High. With that, I am looking out.
This is his first video in 3 months. Yeah, he definitely blew his own cover there.
I am looking out to everyone, to my class 2000 classmates. We know who you are, and I know who you are. Got your names in the yearbook, senior yearbook in my class. I have been looking forward to this reunion since the senior prom, where at the end of that slideshow it said, "See you in 10 years for a reunion." Reunion hasn't happened yet.
That's so sad, man. And it actually makes a lot of sense because I think in the last episode, I forget which one, but it was like either the last one or the one before that, Chris would talk about like how much he missed his high school and all this other stuff. And I'm assuming it's which is incredibly it's crazy to me because I feel like for most people, high school is like the worst time in our life. Like it's just kind of lame. It kind of sucks. And I would have assumed he would have been as worse for him. Especially because he would be getting, I would assume he'd be getting bullied, but I guess it wasn't so bad compared to the fucking trolls constantly, like, all the trolls, like, constantly going after him. But I'm not surprised, but, like, Jesus Christ, that's unfortunate that Chris feels that way, you know what I mean?
And it has to happen. It was basically promised, not only to me, but to everybody who was at that prom.
It was a promise.
So this reunion has to happen, and I'm going to start it by reaching out to my classmates. And also, it would be helpful if I can also get in contact with those that have put together the senior prom back in 2000.
He then asks for his former classmates and organizers of the prom to contact him personally, and recites his home address and phone number.
False identities will be discarded.
Okay.
So be sure you leave your message.
I like that. Like,
telling us your name, where you are right now, and your contact information. Basically your phone number. I will not accept email contacts.
Okay.
Because of basis of the trolls, of which that brings up my other topic that I would like to address as well. Cyberbullying and trolling. It's all not cool, because you're just basically mocking and terrorizing innocent people. It's not good. It's not cool. Not cool. You don't want to be a bully like those who have picked on you in any school, regardless of whether it was pre, kindergarten, middle, elementary, high, whatever. We've all had our bullies in real life. Don't be a bully yourself. I urge you to not cyberbully or troll anyone.
Wow. Very brave.
And also, if you suspect anybody, any close friends, any neighbors, anybody within your working facilities, even at such companies like Sony Computer Entertainment America or Nintendo of America, there may be a troll trolling somebody like me within the office.
Okay.
I urge you to do the checks and report them, fire their asses. With your help, we can put a bust on trolling and cyberbullying. It's not good to leave it the way it is. We need to take these criminals down. For what they are doing, God will smite them. He knows it. He knows you're doing it, you damn trolls. And I know. I'm laughing at you right now. Oh, hey, here's a fun little joke. So I walk into a Burger King, and I says to the female long-hair employee with the pink shirt, "Am I fat?" No. Chris is fat.
I don't get the joke. I'm sorry. And I'm fat, so you think I would get it, but I just don't.
Not cool. You will be found in person.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait, do I get the joke now? So is he telling us a story? Hold on.
Walk into a Burger King, and I says to the female long-hair employee with the pink shirt, "Am I fat?" No. Chris is fat.
Is he saying that the girl said no, Chris is fat, suggesting that you aren't the real Christian? Like, is that the joke? What is happening? What's the joke?
Not cool. You will be found in person. and I will give you a piece of my mind.
Didn't you see that person in person, though? Yeah, this is actually Ian Brandon Anderson, yeah.
Not physical violence. You trolls are going down.
Okay.
And with the help of all the good people who agree with me, that trolling is not cool. And
What is that? It looks like a fucking carrot.
never dare to troll anybody.
What is this, Chris?
Who agree with me.
It's a fucking carrot. It's like no carrots. Oh, it's supposed to be a troll. Okay, I thought it was a fucking carrot. It looks like a carrot with like a cigarette behind it. It's a troll with a stream behind it. I don't really know what that is. Okay.
Trolling is not cool. I would never dare to troll anybody or bully anybody in real life. I urge you to report any suspicious people to your local police department or Crime Stoppers.
Okay.
Also, some tips. Keep all your information, your personal information, off of the internet.
Good tip. Thank you. I think that most people know that already, though.
I don't want anybody to be laughing behind your back of something that should be remain private.
Okay. Thank you.
And naked photos is no good either. Definitely not. So keep all private information to yourselves.
Good advice, yeah.
Also, don't trust too many people on the internet unless you actually know that person in real life and you trust that person.
Even then, don't trust them.
Then I can say it's okay to trust that person over the internet. But be wary of most everybody else.
Okay.
We're the Troll Busters. And together, we will work worldwide to put a stop to trolling and cyberbullying.
Okay.
Yeah. Class 2000 reunion. It has to happen, and I need the help of my classmates and the people who put together senior prom. Call me, snail mail me, get in contact with me.
Okay.
Have a good day. Be safe.
With Chris's return to YouTube, he felt that he had the upper hand to the trolls, but was in fact unknowingly following their instructions, acting just as they had expected. However, Christian was about to enact a scheme that he believed would surely get the best of his foes, once and for all.
What's the scheme? Is this a double header? Give me a second. Just give me a second. This might be a double header. Here we go, guys. Double header. Part 30. Let's do this. What made him this way? I think we know.
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated?
I don't know.
This is the story of Chris Chan.
Okay. Yes, this is the real Papa Gut.
Captain's log. Start date, August 27th.
You know, I feel like during the whole Liquid Chris saga, he wouldn't do the captain's log anymore, and now he's back to it. I feel like that's been happening. Was I wrong about that?
2010.
Christian made a video telling his audience about an unfortunate event concerning his PlayStation 3.
You all are aware of my recent dilemma with being able to download videos and digital comics being disabled.
Okay.
Well, I just got through talking with technical people at Sony.
Technical people?
And they encouraged me to go through an option number 3 of searching for corrupted data and clearing that out. But there was a problem during that, and the system suggested formatting my internal hard drive, and there was a misunderstanding between me and the employee over at Sony Computer Entertainment America, and I said yes.
You know what's interesting? Is Sony doesn't really do phone call conversations anymore. So I wonder if Chris ruined it for everybody.
Everything I have worked for since March 2007, since I started.
Wait, did he reformat his computer or his whatever, and it lost all of his information? Is that what he's telling us right now? Holy shit.
Save data, videos, music, photographs. Everything that was saved in my hard drive. Gone.
Oh, it's so fucked up. Holy shit.
Nothing to destroy. You want to destroy my PlayStation 3? Well,
In a misguided error? I just did it myself. So there's nothing for you trolls to be...
Wait, is this real or is this his plan? Is this a plan that he came up with? Wait a minute, Chris. Are you being dishonest here?
Jealous about? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Feels like a whole weight has been lifted on my shoulders. In a way, you win. You win there.
There's no way it's real. He would be so much angry. He'd be breaking stuff.
That's it. Leave y'all with that piece of knowledge. Let y'all contemplate. Especially to Clyde Cash. Let him contemplate the agony in the past few years. Everything. Poof! Alright. Stay safe.
After this incident,
Thanks,
Chris
You
informed
too.
Jackie via email that he felt like deleting all the data off his PS3 was akin to deleting his past lonely self. And with this fresh start, he began seeing playing video games as a hobby and not an obsession, and believed that this allowed him and Jackie to establish a sturdy foundation for their relationship.
Wow.
Jackie then shared a link with him to a page on the Trolling Train forum for a list of challenges for trolls to accomplish, with high monetary rewards accompanying each one. For example, Clyde Cash would pay $4,000 to the troll who would film themselves having gay sex with Christian. The trolls encouraged Jenkins Jinkies, Chris's troll alias, to carry out the task, since he already had a gay encounter in his youth, according to his falsified backstory. Jackie
What?
highlighted that Clyde
Why did he even make that his backstory? We never got an explanation for that. Why did he have like the gayest backstory? I don't understand why he made up a backstory where he had a sexual encounter with a guy. So listen, young people, like, sometimes they'll experiment. So like that part's not unreasonable or like unrealistic. What's weird though is that he got fucked in the ass and then he came and threw up. Like that doesn't sound like a gay experience that's typical. If anything, it sounds like he is gay, but he's rejecting his homosexuality. You know what I mean? It doesn't even add up. This whole thing is fucking convoluted as shit.
would pay $9,001 to the person who destroyed Chris's PS3 with a brick and offered proof. Upon reviewing the page, Christian decided that he would outsmart the trolls by filming himself destroying his own PS3 and get the cash reward in return.
Wow.
He found that he had backed up a lot of his data on flash drives, so he comfortably felt that he could use the $9,001 to buy a newer PS3 and pay back his debts to his father. He said that he would try to get a friend of his to film the destruction, and Chris would tell the trolls that it was Jenkins Jinkies who recorded it, though soon he decided that he wanted to have all the credit, and ended up filming the ordeal by himself.
I make this video as a tribute to what I have lost, but also from which I have lost something that was of important value, but I am able to let go. It is the spirit of myself, of which...
So right now, you're telling me Chris believes that they're actually going to give him this money if he does this thing, and so he's going to destroy his laptop. Incredible. Incredible.
which was very lonely, but now I move on to a much brighter future. And now for the feature presentation on this video. What you are about to see is uncensored and unedited. My PlayStation 3 here in the backyard.
Great.
The hard drive still in there, formatted as it was. And for a memento, I'm keeping the cover. Again, this is very graphic, so if you are weak in the stomach, especially as a gamer, look away. And I mean no disrespect to Sony Computer Entertainment America, maker of the fine product. Placing on the monitor.
Wait.
Vessel of my loneliness within the past 3 years and anguish. I bid you fair due.
Chris, don't do it! Oh my god!
Farewell.
It's too graphic! What? You're gonna break the air conditioner too, brother. What the hell are you doing?
Christian smashes at his PlayStation 3 with a brick for 40 seconds.
Wow. What a hero. Okay.
Crushed, unplayable. The deed is done.
What's the dog doing?
After sharing the video with Jackie, she wasn't satisfied with the console's level of destruction, and doubted that the trolls would be convinced either. Taking Jackie's suggestion, Chris once more took his camera and his PS3 outside so that he could drive over it with his car.
Oh my god. You know, I wonder if they get him to stop playing video games, do you think his life would actually improve though? You know, like I'm not trying to be you know, that guy and justify their behavior, but it's just I think it's a question, you know. Or am I asking that question as a way to try not to face the horrors of what the trolls are making him do by trying to make it seem like there's a silver lining? The great duality of man, guys. Incredible stuff. It's incredible.
Well, you get the idea anyway. It's useless. Broken.
He then brings it back to his room.
Well, right over a car. It smashed through the brick. They thought I hit on the metal part and the heavy plastic. But still, when I plugged it in, it did not turn on. Actually, it went into standby mode, but that's all as far as it went. That's all as it went. So right now I'm going to finish the job. Finish the job.
Chris then stabs at the console's innards with a pair of scissors.
Great.
Look at that bend. Broke a whole bunch of stuff off. So you tell me, it's still good. It ain't now.
Okay. You did it, Chris.
After this latest pair of videos, he sent them to Jackie, along with a drawing of Chris and Jackie having sex against a tree as a group of Native American men and women masturbate to them. As opposed to the all-male circle jerking at the swimming pool, Christian changed the environment around her fantasy to reduce the number of men, and also made all the masturbators Native American, since he claimed that he was 1/16th Cherokee himself.
Okay.
Not long after, he sent the brick destruction video along with 3 post-destruction photos to collect cash, asking for the $9,001 reward. Let's talk business. As you are aware, I, myself, am aware of the trolling train, and recently, I have mistakenly formatted my PS3 hard drive. I do have a girlfriend now. I will not disclose her name, and she is aware of these factors as well. She has encouraged me to work for your reward offer. So, with the full intention of moving forward in life, I have destroyed my PS3 personally and video recorded it. I am not going to put it onto YouTube, yet. I will be sending you the link to the video file I will be uploading to a mega upload site right after I finish typing this message. At the moment, even if you upload the video yourself, it can be considered your word alone, possible movie editing and actors, and not fact. However, I am most willing and able to upload the video onto my own YouTube account personally. All I ask for me to actually upload the video onto my YouTube is the full reward, as posted on Trolling Train, of $9,001 in cash. No check, no digital transfer. Send me all of the cash in the big, bubble-wrapped envelope via snail mail. You have my good word that I will upload the same video onto my own YouTube right after I get the cash. Also, should you upload the video before I get the money, I can and will create a retractionary statement to the video, and blow things out of proportion.
How do you create a retractionary video here? What is Chris's angle here? I don't understand. I don't understand, like, where does he feel like he can, like, win out on this situation? It doesn't really make sense to me. None of this makes fucking sense to me. So fucking stupid.
Considering the previous trusted conversation between me and Sarah was provided with your full authorization, I will thank you for that peace of mind event by trusting you in like. I would like to see the cash in my mailbox, followed by in my hands within this week, before September 4th, 2010. Attached are 3 photos of the same PS3, post-damage for your preview. You, Sarah, and Penny all have a good and safe day. He offered to show the destruction by car video only after he received the reward money. Clyde Cash was dubious about Chris's reasoning and willingness to destroy his beloved gaming console. After failing to make Clyde believe that he truly smashed apart his own PS3, he finally gave in and sent Clyde links to the other 2 videos. After that, Clyde Cash redirected the conversation to Surfshack Tito, who allegedly handled all the money transactions.
Oh my god.
Tito informed Christian that he had apparently missed some prerequisites written on the original listing for the $9,001 reward, such as having to sign a contract for Clyde Cash, paying tribute to Surfshack Tito for security protection, and forfeiting the contestants' white women to the black man in the pickle suit. Most importantly, the challenge was meant to be completed by a troll of Christian, meaning that Chris was ineligible from receiving the reward. Chris nevertheless relented and pointed out that Clyde had instructed Tito to pay out the reward. He also mentioned that he was in contact with Jinkies himself and that they had an understanding. After a number of reschedulings, they finally settled on the Chick-fil-A in Charlottesville's Fashion Square as the place where an agent of Tito's would hand over the $9,001 in cash to Chris. After waiting for 40 minutes, no one came to meet him, so Chris went back home. He suspected that they were running late that day, so he gave Tito one more chance to have one of his agents deliver the money to him at the Starbucks in Fashion Square the following day. Surfshack Tito told him that his agent would be a woman with a pickle tattoo on her breast. Meanwhile, Christian told Jackie via email that he felt emotionally tortured after destroying his PS3, and much to her disappointment, pledged to buy a replacement console as soon as possible. In addition, he complained that Tito told Chris that he had a conversation with Jenkins Jinkies, who said to Tito that he was not in alliance with Chris. Christian then devised a plan to make an audio recording of a supposed conversation between Jinkies and Chris to prove that Surfshack Tito was lying. Chris would end up not creating any falsified recordings and retire the Jenkins Jinkies character entirely out of fear of being mistaken for a true troll and getting arrested by police. He then informed Jackie that he told his mother that his PS3 died and then he destroyed it, before trying to revive it through some surgery and a checkup at Best Buy. She was shocked by the news and wanted to contribute.
I'm sorry, that's not funny. He went to fucking Best Buy to have them try to recover it. Could you imagine him going to the fucking Geek Squad with thing? Hey, what happened to it? I don't know. Just kind of stopped working. Do you think you could help me out here? You think it's covered by warranty? Oh my god, dude. You had to be a fucking miracle worker at that point. Oh, fuck.
$50 for a new PlayStation 3. I crashed myself at about 7 last night and fell asleep. I woke 3 hours later, finding my mother sitting in my chair in my view. She was emotionally torn up over me destroying the console for the trolls' entertainment. She and Dad are under an impression that the trolls were controlling me. I understand and helped her through her emotions and tears. I drove her to Walmart and walked with her by her side to relieve her pain. I was doing what a good child would do for their parent. Kristen sent Jackie another drawing of the two of them having sex, this time in a hot tub, once again failing to fulfill her wish of depicting them in a pool surrounded by—
Do you think he jerks off to it, the porn that he makes? I just wonder. Curious, more of a just curious thing I'm asking.
masturbating men, instead opting for a group of naked men and mostly women of different races. According to Chris, the puddle of semen on the ground represented a man who finished early and so left.
Okay, so why are they other races? Is there like an aspect here where he thinks that they're less than people or something? I don't get it.
On August 31st, Christian went to the fashion square and waited for the pickle-breasted woman for over an hour, but she never showed up. YouTube user 0RGBunker0 filmed a brief clip and took a couple of photos of Christian patiently waiting for his reward. After returning home, he then demanded that someone come to his house to give him the money. Tito claimed that they eventually found the real Christian in a different Starbucks, wearing a Sonic medallion and a brown striped shirt, meaning that they allegedly gave the reward money to Liquid Chris. Christian did not believe this claim and came to terms with the fact that he would not get any of the money from the trolls. He sent one final email to Clyde Cash. I am tired of your game of Goose Chase. I know you and Tito are not going to give me even half a penny of any money, even after I've broken my one PS3 I paid $400 for in 2007. You both want me to even beg. You can go point at your own damn snouts and oink like Eric Cartman, and then rape yourselves with your own damn Darth Maul dual lightsaber. Fuck off and die. Both of you. After handing in a large selection of unwanted
I mean, that's a little bit disproportionate, but I can understand it. I can understand the anger there. You know, breaking your PS4, thinking you get $9,000 out of it, but sadly you don't. Of course, we've all been there. You know?
consoles and titles to GameStop, Chris received $100 in store credit. He also received a loan of $200 from his parents after a lengthy discussion about the matter. On September 2nd, Chris used the $300 to buy a new PS3 and spent the whole day re-downloading his past games. Jackie was heartbroken by the news and pointed out that it would have been much cheaper for him to visit her in Tennessee. She then complained about all the times he had lied to her, including his claim of not needing to play with a PS3 for months. Christian sent her a lengthy reply, stating that when he drove to Ohio to meet Julie, his parents called the police on him. Similarly, when he was planning on driving to the anime convention Otakon, his parents threatened to call the police and have him arrested, and even change all the locks to the house so he couldn't enter his own home when he came back. He gave these situations as reasons for his hesitation to come visit Jackie. She asked him to return his new PS3. Christian declined, saying that he would not spend money as frivolously as before, and tried to set up a date with her on September 4th. He pointed out that his PlayStation 3 was more than just for video games, but also for surfing the net, playing Blu-rays and DVDs, CDs, and storing photos and videos. Jackie highlighted that all those actions could be performed by a PC. She also accused him of caring about his console more than he did real people. Chris strongly disagreed, and suggested that
well, I mean, like, wouldn't you care more about people if you'd been treated like Christian, or more about consoles than people if you were treated like Christian, you know?
Until they were willing to meet up in person, it would be best if they unglued themselves from their respective screens and began seeing other people in person. On September 6th, Christian made a YouTube video attempting to dispel troublesome rumors.
September 6th, 2010. I am not dead. I am very much alive, healthy, and well.
Thank God.
And I aims to keep it that way. So don't believe any goddamn rumors from the dang trolls. Because you know they all gonna be falsified. True. And I'll tell you all something else. Patty ain't dug up. She's still underground. All the trolls are doing between their forum and what they spread about in their dang rumors.
You think the trolls actually would have tried to dig up the dog, or is that really just more of a let's see if we can get Chris to believe this thing, or maybe we can get Chris to dig up his own dog? That makes more sense to me. They might have wanted to get him to dig up his own dog. That's fucked up.
It's just blowing a bunch of smoke. So should you believe a whole bunch of smoke? No.
Oh,
Because all there
I was
is
gonna say yes.
with the smoke, it's just a fire of web lies. So there. And also, I am going to ignore the trolls, and they are not going to bother me anymore. I am regaining control of my life. They have played with me for long enough, and they're not going to play with me anymore. I'm not going to let them. And also, I will say another thing. Haters are gonna hate.
True. Got him.
The next day, after 2 days of email silence, Jackie asked him if he would ever respond to her. He did, stating that she was probably going to be the only pretty girl who could so patiently put up with his difficulties and quirks, and offered a compromise. He informed her that he made $130 in a few days, and was willing to make the same amount again and use this money to travel to meet her. She was glad to hear from him again, but sad to learn that he would not give up on his PS3. Jackie also confronted him about how he felt that only Xbox players could get addicted to their console, but not PlayStation connoisseurs. Christian then confessed that he did not hate the
Xbox players, but PlayStation connoisseurs. Wow, incredible. Jackie's a troll, right? Like we're it's just a very, I guess, lack of a better term, good troll. Is that what's going on here? Okay.
Xbox series of consoles like he did before, admitting that he tried them out at a demo booth. He revealed that he felt jealousy over those that could afford the expensive consoles, and hated it for its numerous technical flaws, and that it supported the HD DVD format rather than Blu-ray. He formally retracted his hatred for Xbox. And you were right on me having no right to complain of other video game addicts, but I said those things to prove a point that people like them, including myself, and the trolls can better themselves by socializing off the internet and going out more often. I've been going out more on a daily basis, at least during the afternoon hours on average, leaving between 2 and 4 p.m., and an average of over 3 hours per day. If I knew where to go, I would definitely go out at night and have more fun. But aside from the new Walmart to walk for a while, I do not have knowledge of such locations or how to act within their likely dim-lit areas. And, yeah, I do not really expect people to drop what they're doing and converse with me when I am unable to do it as easily as they are able to. But it is nice to be acknowledged and not to feel invisible in public. Seriously, even when I'm shouting while drunk or near sober, nobody gives me attention. I am ignored. And when I try to start something with a pleasant greeting, I am still ignored. And I'm right here, people. Aren't I handsome enough to attract your attention, ladies? WTF do I have to do to get even a hello from anybody these days? Sigh. It makes me feel like a social outcast, and I do not want to be a social outcast. Anyway, I'm sorry for stopping communications with you for a short while. I needed some time for myself to collect my thoughts and come up with a reasonable solution to the disagreement. I felt like kicking myself over and over for saying the breaking up things I said in error. I did not mean it, and I'm happy to still be talking to you. And I really want to be with you. I'm re-raising the money as quickly as possible, and if I can come up with it by the end of the month, I will dedicate 3/4 of my remaining money from next month to us! Close parentheses. Jackie asked him to make a video to prove that he truly indeed loved her, focusing on their first date. She requested that Chris play a song from her favorite band in the background, by Crash Test Dummies, and feature some new drawings of the two of them. She also claimed to not care about the trolls knowing her name, so she allowed him to say it freely in the video. Jackie gave him 3 days to upload the video. On September 13th, Chris uploaded the video dedicated to Jackie, with a slideshow presentation featuring a mix of drawings and video game stills playing on his TV in the background, undiscernible for the majority of the video.
This is for you, Jacqueline, my sweetheart. I want you so bad, you know.
When is the last time he made a comic? I mean, like, what happened to Sonic Jew and friends and whatnot? Did that just kind of disappear? Did he lose interest? What made him this way? That's the question I'm asking here. He just kind of moved on from that aspect of his life, huh? Okay.
I need you. You complete me so much. It's so hard to explain. I mean, you get me so excited. You get me every time. I just want to jump. I just want to jump.
That is something.
You get me so excited, especially when I do things for you that you enjoy. That I help put together for you. It's just really awesome. Besides, as I said on their website, we're so much a match in many things. And you know, I could do a lot of fancy things for our first date, but you know, yeah, that's the drawing right. That's the drawing right there.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm to exactly.
I mean, yeah, sure, got a little gamey thingy here, but you know what? It's a good way for Jets, especially since I did the drawings first hand by hand. Anyway, for our first date, like I said, we'll do a fancy, but I'm a simple kind of guy, you know. Nice little dinner for two, maybe a movie, walk in the park, that sort of thing. So my fancy day is just mostly simple, really. Anyway, a little bit more of you. I meet you over at your place or wherever we decide to meet up. And we head on out for our lovely day.
Wow.
We can go catch a movie. Maybe go see Disney flick. and they get what's going on. Or we could go to an amusement park if there's one and rent a roller coaster.
Rent the whole roller coaster, huh? That sounds like a lot of fun, Chris. Set that up. God, hold on. Hey, baby, what's up?
Hi, I'm just coming home without food because I just almost lost my shit.
Why? What happened?
Because they don't have any.
Okay, let's get back to it.
Ride the Ferris wheel. Long way together, enjoying it. And then we go to restaurants, depending on whether where we would feel like going, whether it's fancy or inexpensive. But this one was fancy. The one I put together for the first day here. Anyway, we just enjoy each other's company and the food. It can be candlelit. I think that's part of fancy. But we're just gazing each other's eyes lovingly. There's hearts between us. And then you just race me on the way to the park. Where we can enjoy, where we can slide down the slide, I can push down the swing, or just stay on the grass or whatever. Enjoy the moonlight. Magic moonlight. If I a tree and make out.
I really like this PowerPoint presentation he's giving us. It's really great.
And then when it comes to the apex of our evening, I can take you out to our car and then take you back home. And then if you want to, we can go back in there and ruin Med Club.
Whoa! Sorry.
Oh, we're protection.
Oh, we're protection.
Because I love you and I care about you very much.
I mean, I would personally, and this is not right. Don't ever take this advice. But if I was Christian, I would not wear protection because, like, you have to trap her. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's terrible. That's such a terrible thing to say, but you have to trap her because this is your only chance, man. I'm not trying to be a fucking scumbag because that's obviously very wrong, but you know, I would do your best not to wear the condom there, Chris. I'm just saying. I know that's terrible. I'm so sorry, but it is true advice, and you know it. It is true.
I need you, Jacqueline. I don't ever want you to leave me. I need you. I want you so much.
So much.
I don't ever want you to leave me because if you leave me, that would just leave me very sad. It'd be so much heartbreak. I'd be down for well over a month. I don't even want to think about it.
So much heartbreak, it'd probably take me a month to get over you. Could you imagine if a time like, yeah, I think I'd take like a month. I'd get over you, though. It's not a big deal. What the fuck?
I don't even want to think about it. But I love you, Jackie. I love you!
Wow.
I love you, Jacqueline Romney. Come to me, or I will come to you. And we will dance the night away, or hang the day away, and see where it goes from there. Make me jump. You make me jump! I love you so much! Can't stand it. I really can't stand it.
Okay. I will cling
Nothing's
to
gonna
you.
come between us, sweetheart. It's you and me forever. I love you.
I love you
He
too.
soon after made another video, confessing that he no longer hated the Xbox. There are some loud moans heard in the background at several points in the video. Some have theorized that it was his father, Bob, in poor health at the time, but it is uncertain.
Captain's log, stardate September 13th, 2010.
Okay.
I am making this video to make a public statement. I no longer have any angst, or hatred,
Okay.
or any beef against the Xbox.
Wow.
It is a good console, a very good console. About equally as good as a PlayStation 3. Yeah, it cannot play Blu-ray, but it is still a good console and is just another gaming console.
Yeah. Interesting. It was. Why did he even hate Xbox in the first place? Probably because it's just an American company, right? I mean, he's basically just Hassan, with autism. Well, yeah, he's basically just Hassan. He just hates things because they're American, right?
Just like, you know, I guess just like PS3 is another gaming console. Another Wii, or a Wii is another gaming console. Have you noticed there's a depreciation in the number of gaming consoles in the center? Because the gaming edition
Christian invented Hassan.
is gone. I have gotten rid of the hoarded systems and games that open. I have hoarded the number of years. And also, I would like to make another statement. I have no hatred or anger towards the gay men. None at all.
Wow, that's some growth.
No questions. Straightforward.
I don't have any hatred for these gay men because when I was younger, I got fucked in the ass and then I came.
I'm cool with.
That's true. I've never seen Christian and Hassan in the same room either. Honestly, I think that we're kind of onto something here.
I'm cool with you gays. You know, you go do what you want to do. Just, you know, keep it to yourselves. That's all. We're all equal people.
Wow.
We have every right to live our lives free, however each of us individually chooses.
True.
So there. Oh, let's see, that was another thing. Another thing. Anyway, that's essentially that. Oh yes, I just remembered the other thing. I remove all hexes and curses to every single person I have ever around the world that I have ever left a curse on.
Chris, I feel like you should have started with that. Because think about this: people have to sit there and they're like, "Oh my god, like this guy cursed me. My whole life is ruined and abysmal and whatnot." And then they have to watch the whole video before they get to hear that they're no longer cursed. It seems kind of fucked up, bro. You know, you should have sent it a little sooner. But I guess good thing that you lifted the curse. Fantastic.
So consider yourselves cleansed.
Wow, incredible.
You're all forgiven.
Thanks. Thanks, brother.
Every last one of you. Forgiveness. And with that, I bid you a good day. And a safe one too.
Okay.
All of you.
Fantastic.
Later that same day, Chris sent Jackie a drawing of her naked self being ejaculated upon by Chris and 3 other naked men, one of whom was black, and another was devoid of color entirely.
Wow.
The scene was depicted from the black man's pubic region's point of view. In response to his video concerning their first date, Jackie was pleased with his energy, but disappointed with the amount of screenshots used from his Little Big Planet date level, which he had originally made for Julie. She requested that he make another video, this time singing over the Crash Test Dummy song with his own lyrics, while dressed up as her favorite character from the anime series, Dragon Ball Z, Mr. Popo, since her favorite holiday, Halloween, was coming up soon. On September 16th, Chris fulfilled Jackie's promise.
No. Bro, come on. Wow. That is a Mr. Popo reenactment if I've ever seen one. Looks really good. Incredible. Looks really good. Wow. Christian did, yeah, he invented blackface as well. Yep. Holy shit, dude. I can't. I just can't.
Hello. And your glasses were a genie, Mr. Popo. I tell you a story. This is a good story. You will enjoy story. Once there was this boy who was born with some autism and yet made a few friends, but after his high school years, he lost his friends and was tortured by bullies who were jealous of his material.
I mean, I hate to interrupt this beautiful song, but yeah, I do actually think that this is the Netflix adaptation of live-action Dragon Ball Z movie. This is actually the Netflix adaptation of the live-action Dragon Ball Z movie. You know what I mean? So like, they're actually, you know, they're adapting the Dragon Ball Z movie that was made. You hear what I'm saying?
All things. No.
You went to the bathroom and this is what you came back to? Yep. This is exactly what you came back to. You went to the bathroom and this is exactly what you're coming back to. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Ain't no saying to the fiddle, no saying to the fiddle like this. Ain't no saying to the fiddle, no saying to the fiddle like this. I sang your day wah wah, ho ho hey ya ho. I sang your day wah wah, ho ho hey ya ho. Ain't no saying to the fiddle.
What am I listening to? Why is he doing this? Is he actually being racist, like intentionally, or is there some bit in Dragon Ball Z that I don't know about, in like the Garlic Jr. saga or something fucking stupid?
No saying to the fiddle like this. Ain't no saying to the fiddle, no saying to the fiddle like this. I sang your day wah wah, ho ho hey ya ho. I sang your day wah wah, ho ho hey ya ho. Happy loving.
I like how he keeps crossing his arms to cover his mantis.
Between me and Jackie. I love you, sweetheart. Boing.
On the day he finished his Mr. Popo video, Chris told Jackie about an email he received from someone whose name was Robert Paulson, who claimed that he was her boyfriend and attached a nude photo of her. Jackie stated that she didn't know who Robert was, but revealed that her ex-boyfriend, Lars, was the only person who possessed that picture.
Lars.
She vowed to make him pay for not deleting her nudes. In addition, she asked Christian to make one video for every day in October for a so-called contest called Jacqueline's Naughty No Trick All Treat 31 Days of Halloween Contest. In each video, Chris would have to dress up as a character of his own choosing and reveal some information about himself. She stated that simple 30-second long videos were fine. If he completed the challenge, they would have sex on November 1st.
Wow.
If he failed, then he would have to wait longer for another chance for them to meet up. He replied, stating that he thought the contest idea sounded fun, but he declined to participate since there was already so much personal information about him online. Jackie was hurt by his refusal, clarifying that she was interested in learning simple, little things about him, such as his favorite food. Since he declined her challenge for sex, she allegedly cried, having her night ruined. Chris apologized, becoming more open to the idea. He also fulfilled another request for Jackie. He attached a collection of photos of his room, offering a near 360-degree view of his personal space.
Wow, what the
She was
fuck?
thankful for the pictures and clarified that he did not have to come up with elaborate costumes for the videos. She also wanted to get back at Lars, but had no way to directly contact him, so she asked Chris for advice. On September 22nd, Christian and Jackie had their first chat on AOL Instant Messaging,
That's
during
cute.
which they discussed in depth his trolling experiences and his sexual activities. The following day, Chris talked about his idea for a specialist task force to stop trolls called Trollbusters. There are people around the world who for their own individual reasons seek cruel laughs, fun, or comfort in making fun at other people's expenses, all celebrities included. I,
Yeah, I
Christian
guess
Winston
so.
Chandler of Ruckersville, Virginia, United States of America, have fallen victim of these cads, these scoundrels, these scumbags of the Earth's soil. As the years passed in the story creation, I later discovered that I was being bad-mouthed behind my back in November of 2007 by individuals who hide behind the mother skirt of the internet, who are referred to as trolls or cyberbullies.
I remember he mentioned that his father said something about these trolls hiding behind their skirts. So that's an interesting, I guess, voice is speech pattern that he's picked up. Okay, interesting.
Groups and icons include that of 4chan, the Pedal Bear, the Epic Smile,
my
Chargin Malayzur, the list goes on. They all think that they are of a high and mighty rank above everybody around the world, including and especially every individual who they make dark mockeries of. These trolls not only put in their own twisted, evil thoughts on the innocent people they pick on, but from everything the innocents put on the internet, from typed, quoted text, drawings and photographs, YouTube videos, etc., etc., etc. And even worse, the trolls deceive and blackmail us innocents by establishing online relationships, making us open up emotionally to them, to confide our private truths, photographs, videos.
Are you really saying this when he's engaging with another fucking troll? Isn't Julie is a troll, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that's true. Oh.
Just for footage. Their hacking prowess is unknowingly powerful, depending on who is in their organization for their crass lulls, which I personally define as laughs under lucrativeness. I tell every person who has been, as well as not yet but will.
Wait, what? For the lulz? I'm so confused. Lol, like L-U-L, is like just like a stupid version of like lol, like laughing out loud. But he calls it laugh under lucrativeness? Why? Isn't something that's lucrative like financially beneficial, or am I wrong about that? Yeah, okay, the quality of affording great gain or benefit. Okay. Laughing under, how are they, what's the lucrative nature of their laughing? I guess that they get a lot of laughs? Okay.
Will be tormented and found by a troll/cyberbully. You all can protect yourselves by simply practicing the safety advice from me here, as well as other cyberbully prevention organizations found on the internet and in real life. Google these places. Chris offered a list of precautions to take to not be trolled, which included not giving out personal information over the internet, not posting private photos which you may not want others to see, keeping a close watch on people around you in real life in case some trolls follow you around, and having a good, happy reputation by being generous, kind, and caring.
Okay.
If you are a victim of trolling / cyberbullying, and you know who the person is and where they are in real life, there is a good chance you'll be able to legally sue them. Talk to a legal attorney for more information and details on how. And if you are a troll or cyberbully, and you know who you are, you'd be doing yourself a favor giving up your ways because you will be found and punished. Like the Trollbusters, Cal and Dee Dee of Quickville, Virginia, who always catch the troll in the act, you can do your part in stopping the trolling and cyberbullying. Soon after, they had another AIM chat, in which she discussed her tumultuous relationship with Lars and the constant fights they had.
AIM chat. That brings me back, man. I remember I used to go on AIM. You know, it's really weird because like when I was a kid, I was like kind of a beta. There was a girl that I liked in the school, and it was Jennifer. And like I would literally wait up like every day. I would wait for her to get home. She had a special alert for her name on AIM, so I could talk to her. We both go to the same school, but I would just wait for her on the computer. So isn't that fucking pathetic? The good old days. The good old days.
Jackie revealed that Lars had a large collection of toy boats, many of which were constructed poorly, and many others remained unopened in their boxes. This characteristic was conceived as a parody of Christian's own obsessive patterns. Lars had been bothering her recently, laughing about spreading her nude photos to other people, so Jackie wanted Chris to make a video targeting Lars to scare him away from contacting Jackie ever again. She sent him a link to one of the model boats he possessed, a miniature-scale replica of the Titanic, as inspiration for his video. Chris suggested that he could build the Titanic out of Legos and sink it as a way to intimidate Lars. Jackie specified that she wanted Chris to say the phrase, "Consequences will never be the same," an infamous quote uttered by the father of mass trolling victim, Jesse Slaughter.
Consequences will never be the same, you lying bunch of pricks!
She wanted him to upload the video on September 25th, which would have been their anniversary. Adhering closely to her wishes, Christian delivered the video.
A year with no pussy, Chris? Holy fuck, I would never in my life would I do that. Not anymore. Like we said with Jennifer, I would have, but you know, now she fucking wronged me, bro. You know? These girls that didn't give me a chance in high school. They've wronged me, but now look at them and look at me. The youth of your bodies has been completely decimated by time. You're not valuable anymore in the way you used to be. You're nothing to me. Here I am, an old, fat, bald man playing balloons and monkeys. Making more money than I should. You like my incel Joker arc thing? Is that good? That sound pretty good? Is that good? I thought it was alright. I thought it was kind of funny.
Video on September 25th, as requested.
Good afternoon. This message goes out to an ex of my dear beloved sweethearts, who goes by the name of Lars, who had
your beloved sweetheart's name is Lars. Is that what you're trying to tell us, Chris? The fuck? I mean, it's okay. That's gay, but that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I was just, like, I'm surprised, dude. I thought you didn't like gay people. It's fucking weird. Gotta make up your mind.
an obsession with model boats, and here is a Titanic-like boat. He is piloting it. Let's see what happens to his boat.
All right, so like even if let's say like somehow this could be intimidating, that the act of pretending to sink a Lego Titanic boat could be like really scary to people. All right, let's say that like there's the capacity for it to happen like that. The way you're doing it, Chris, no, not at all. You're ruining it, dude. What are you doing? Is the question. I'm like, basically, what are you saying? Like this, the way you're doing it would never be scary.
Oh, look at me! I'm sailing in my Titanic-like boat that was originally for my girlfriend, who is now Chris's girlfriend. And today was our anniversary. This 25th of September. Oh no! What's this? A sideburn! Yeah!
Well, that's so sad.
It gets better, you know what? Because here comes the demolition team that finds the remains of the sunken ship. Boom! Boom! Oh, and here's the captain of the ship. What remains of him, anyway?
It's really fucked up. The fuck?
Weak as dirt.
Well, dirt's actually kind of strong.
The consequences will never be the same. Lars, you are no match for me and my muscles.
I love at the end, Barbara just says hello. Hold on.
Lars, you are no match for me and my muscles.
That's fucking stupid. Why don't you show us your muscles, bro? Come on.
Soon after, Chris uploaded a video in which he sings over the song "You've Been Trolled" by 8-Bit.
Taking up a third of your day? Shit, have I been streaming that long? That's only 5 hours. I love you.
which he first saw on Flipnote Hatina.
You've been dropped, you should probably just fall. When the move is not to play. And if you keep on trying, endlessly replying, you've been trolled, have a nice day. This video, portraying and projecting the anti-troll cyberbullying movement, has been brought to you by My Nation Racers and Oil of Olay brand bars, soap, and other things. Softer, smoother skin in a week or so. And not only that, it gets you clean, and it makes you smell good.
Okay.
I just use it to wash my hands, and I use it in the shower to wash myself vigorously. I certainly do not use any animals, my own jizz, or anything else other than Oil of Olay brand bars of soap.
Why, Chris? Why would you say that? I certainly don't use my fucking jizz. What the fuck?
And that's body wash.
That's something that somebody would say if they did use their own jizz. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro. That's something that, like, you would be like, oh, I don't use my own jizz. You know, wink. Can't even wink, but... You know what I mean? That's how I feel about that, at least. That's just, maybe I'm wrong, but... I'm just saying, dude. I am just fucking saying. Did this get... Oh, it's in the range. Awesome. Hold on. Alright.
And shampoo and conditioner. Available in anti-dandruff form. But anyway, Oil of Olay. Softer, smoother skin in the week, and makes you very clean.
Okay.
Have a nice day!
In response to the ship sinking video, Chris received an email from Lars McNulty himself. Hey Fatso, you the fat loser my Jackie wound up with? Whoa, I must have done the number on her. If she'd be so traumatized she would sink as low as you. You know what ain't sinking? My resolve, Don't you ever be showing my boat sinking. You're just lucky that
My resolve what? Come on, bro. Why is there so much black racist theme shit in this?
that wasn't one of my boats. If that had been one of my boats, I'd have whomped your pasty fat ass, you wonky dweeb. Jackie's gonna be mine again. You just wait and see.
Why is this person doing like internet blackface? Like, why are you pretending to be a black person? This is, or what you think a black person would be. Like, this is fucking, this is insane.
This shit ain't over between us. Just look at my pic I gave you. You see I mean business. See how fierce I be. The consequences ain't never gonna be the same. Smooth sailing,
Incredible.
Lars McNulty. He attached a photo of a black man, which according to him was a picture of himself. Thinking that Lars used a photo of a black man to hide his true
Wait, where's the black guy?
They never, which according to him was a picture of himself. Sailing, Lars McNulty. He attached a photo of a black man, which according to him was a picture of himself. Thinking that Lars used a photo of a black man to hide his true identity, Chris made another video attacking him.
Hello, Lars. I've got your email, and I got to tell you, you're a dang loser for hide behind a picture of a black man. A dang photograph. Anyway, it's over. It's over. You've lost. Your history. You're kaput. You had...
So, it's very clear that that's probably what's happening. He's hiding behind like a picture of a black person, you know, doing like internet blackface or whatever. My question is how did Chris come to that conclusion? Okay, I'm going to explain why I'm asking this question. Okay, so Chris doesn't particularly care for black people. Okay, I don't think that's a hot take. I think we kind of know that at this point. So when I hear that. What I'm getting from this potentially is that the reason that Chris can't believe that she would what I'm getting out of this is I think that Chris can't believe that a girl he's dating would be attracted to a black person, right? That's what I'm getting out of this. Okay, does that make sense? Because I feel like it does.
your chance with Jackie, but you lost, buddy. You lost. You kept concentrating on your dang boats all day and all night, ignoring her needs and her desires. Now she's the real man. I will satisfy her needs and her desires.
Nice.
And if you ever want to be happy with yourself, you grow up. You grow up. And you stop thinking about yourself. Yeah! You grow up. Stop thinking about yourself. Yeah!
He's so proud of himself.
You mess with me and her, you're going to have to deal with me, definitely.
Fun.
Down to the last sweat or breath.
Scary.
After watching the video, Jackie informed Chris that it was actually Lars in the photo. Upon this revelation, he stated that he was fine with her having a black partner in her past, largely thanks to seeing many interracial couples on television. With his relationship with Jackie still holding steady and promising, the introduction of an ex-boyfriend provided a new foe in Chris's life, which encouraged him to release his inner emotions in video form once again, adding more excitement to his internet presence.
Wow.
For while he may not have been aware, the trolls were the screenwriters of his life, inserting love interests and villains as they wished, in order to entertain a very peculiar audience of a man unwittingly starring in his own show.
Just like the Truman Show, bro. Just like the fucking Truman Show. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.